This is Animal Farm by George Orwell. Basically, it's one big political cartoon about the corruption of socialist ideas in the Soviet Union, dictatorship, and many other themes that went down in the 1940s. They were some crazy times, man. The book starts out explaining that there's some man who lives in England and owns a farm named the Manor Farm, which treats the animals horribly, and the animals want to do something about it. This is supposed to represent the Tsarist autocracy before the revolution, which was a type of autocracy where all the power belonged to the Tsar, which was Nicholas II. So the 12-year-old pig, simply named the Major, announces that he is going to die soon, and that he wants every animal to rebel against the humans. 3 days later, he dies, and two pigs, Snowball and Napoleon, are set in charge. By the way, the pigs are ranked the smartest animals, and by that I mean it's pigs, donkeys, birds, geese, cows, and then sheep are the dumbest. Not particularly in that order, but it's most important that the pigs are the smartest. I'm too lazy to check. Then the animals start practicing what the Major wanted them to practice. Animalism, socialism. And then they say that Mr. Jones was a capable leader, but now he's mad and cruel because he lost all his money in a lawsuit. World War I. And then they start, rebelling into his house, stealing and burning all of his possessions, Mr. Jones's possessions, the farmer. After that, Snowball crossed out a sign that said Manor Farm, and with paint, he painted over with it and painted Animal Farm. And then he sets up the 7 animal commandments, which were: whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy, whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend, no animal shall wear clothes, no animal shall drink alcohol, no animal shall kill any other animal, all animals are equal, and no sleeping on beds. But the animals didn't know how to read and other important stuff like that, so it's up to the pigs to teach them. Snowball taught all the other animals, while Napoleon said he wanted to teach the dogs pups. Foreboding. Now the farmer went to the bar and was talking it up with his buddies, saying that his animals just rebelled against him. So they decided that they were gonna, attack the animals. Thankfully, the pigeons of that farm knew about this, so the pigeons told the pigs about what was going down, and then the pigs were like, oh, well, we got a battle strategy, we can do this. And then the pigs set up their battle strategy, which was to run away in the forest, baiting them, so they didn't know what would happen when the farmers went in the forest. And then the farmers went in the forest, and then they got gored, trampled, kicked, beaten, jaws were kicked off, brains were gushed all over the floor. Oh man, it was so gross, and it was just a bunch of images I can't show to you little kids, but you get my idea of what they did. Very horrible things. Anyways, most of the farmers got away, and the farm was theirs. But then, the troubles weren't over. No. Because Snowball was arguing with Napoleon all the time because they were trying to get movements and move animalism forward, but Napoleon disagreed with everything Snowball said. And then one day Snowball was all on his game and stuff, and then he was saying stuff like, man, let's build a windmill. And then 2 dogs came out and attacked Snowball, and then Snowball was all running away and stuff, and he was like, man, f*** you guys, I don't need you anymore, you're so mean. Peace. But who done it? Who sent the dogs to attack Snowball? It turns out it was Napoleon, and Napoleon was all like, psh,
we don't need Snowball. I mean, come on, you guys. His ideas were so obviously stupid. Now let's go build a windmill.
And then they started to build the windmill. But then there was a storm, and the storm knocked down the windmill they were halfway finished with after 6 months. And then Napoleon was all like,
"Ah, man, you guys, that was totally Snowball, not the storm. Snowball just wants us to think that."
And then they started working on this thing again. And meanwhile, Napoleon was starting to act more and more human. He started sleeping on beds, drinking liquor, and it was getting crazy. And the animals started to get confused. But then Napoleon was all like,
Man, you guys, it's okay, because the commandment said, you can't sleep on a bed without sheets, and that bed I was sleeping on, it didn't have no sheets, man. It didn't have no sheets. I'm totally in the good here.
And he kept on doing this, making the animals think Napoleon was always right. And some animals even kept on chanting, Napoleon's always right. And then it was starting to just turn full circle. Everything was about Napoleon. And then one of the animals, Boxer, was a really hard-working horse. And he was working on these windmills over and over again for years and years. But then he was starting to die. And Napoleon called over a truck to send him help, like, a doctor. But it wasn't really a doctor. It was really one of those glue guys who turn horses into glue. And then they took Napoleon away, and the animals were like, no, Napoleon, you're going to be turned into glue. And then, Boxer was going to be sent into glue. Sorry. Okay, I'm trying as hard as I can. Don't give me a 0. And then Napoleon was like,
no, man. You see, they just forgot to take some paint off, and yeah, I'm right. Also, look at this new clothes I got. Yeah, I'm walking on 2 feet. I got a whip. So if you're being bad, I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't feel your honey for a week, and you won't like it at all. So yeah, I found this new thing called Napoleonism, and yeah, I think it's really good. Also, I'm gonna be with the guys this weekend, drinking some liquor. Not really, breaking the 7th commandment. You know what? We're not even gonna do 7 commandments anymore. That's just too many. You guys can't even remember that much. We're just gonna set it equal. We're just gonna set it to just one commandment now. All right. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal to others, i.e. me. I'm a little bit more equal than you guys, just telling you that right now. You don't have to worry about nothing, you're still equal. I'm just a little bit more equal than you. Alright? Yep, alright, remember that.
And then Napoleon started bonding with the humans. And it turns out that Napoleon and the humans were almost the same. Almost like identical. And the animal farm was changed back to the manor farm.